Hi, I'm Louisa. I'm 20 this year and I'm currently taking my diploma in music at LaSalle College of the Arts. Recently, I was in this singing competition, the final one, season 1, and I achieved top 8. Um, and today, I would like to take this opportunity to share with you my experiences and give you some tips on how to overcome your fears. Oh, well, back in my secondary school days, I wasn't exactly like the most well-liked person in school. I was bullied very often. I didn't have many friends, and it's like they do things like they draw on my classroom table. They say very mean things to me in my face, and even online as well. There are times where I would just be walking around school, and then some girls or guys they'll be like, "Hey, look, that's the girl with thunder thighs," and start very mean stuff like that. Like, "Oh, Louisa's a fat pig. She isn't she isn't talented. She isn't well." Like they would actually say that to me in my face. Well, as a kid, I grew up being a very bubbly person. I was very cheerful. I was very talkative, and I loved being around friends and family and many other people. But when it came to secondary school, and then when the bullying started, it got me wondering like whether people actually do like me for the person I am. And then slowly as the years went by, I became very aggressive. I was very upset, obviously. I became very sensitive because of the things that people would say to me. I would become very angry easily because sometimes you don't know how to manage your anger when things are just thrown at you and you have no help at all. When I was 15, when the bullying started to subside a little bit, I started to think to myself that I'm old enough now, and these people who were trying to get back at me, they're not worth it. And I started thinking about like my family, how supportive they've been. I thought about my closest friends, the people who have been there for me, no matter what the situation is. So I just thought to myself like, hey, I should start standing up for myself instead of letting people climb over my head and destroying my entire high school life, which is something that I wouldn't want. What I wanted for myself was that I wanted to grow up to be a very successful person, right? So to start off, I had to overcome all my fears. I had to really try my best to learn to filter all the negative comments, so I can handle situations better. I wanted to be a happier person because being bullied and being upset and angry all the time wasn't who I was, wasn't who I am. And I guess after overcoming all that, I am a much happier person. And I succeeded in all my goals, my dreams. Although I'm still chasing some of them, I feel like being a stronger and a more open-minded person about negative comments about bullying, cyberbullying, etc. It has made me into a much more stronger and a lot more wiser person. Yeah. So back then I actually thought I was not as talented as I thought I was, because I'm involved in so many things, and to be able to go on stage and perform was a very big deal for me, but it didn't seem like it was a big deal for anyone else in the school or anyone around me. But after all these years of being bullied and allowing these people to say bad things about me, I realized that the only way that I could be a more successful person was to just ignore it and to step up my game, and be more confident in everything that I do. So it has helped me a lot along the way. I succeeded in the singing competition, final one, season 1. I became more courageous in music. I took up this diploma in music. I took up the course diploma in music. So that was how I knew that I really wanted this, and I shouldn't let anyone get in the way. Instead of hiding in my room all the time and hiding under a rock, hiding from everyone else, I decided to give myself a helping hand by letting my parents know about the situation, getting help from my teachers in my school. And initially I thought that this wouldn't be the best idea, because people were already saying like, oh, Louisa is such a teacher's pet, stuff like that. But being able to have help from adults, from the older people, in the more wiser the wiser generation, teachers and stuff like that, they really helped me out. They gave me the best advice. They managed to stop the bullying for me as well. And although not completely, because people from outside of my school has also said mean things about me, my family especially, they have helped me through being able they have helped me through canceling out all these things. They were there for me emotionally, physically, mentally. So I thought that that was the most important thing. After the whole experience, it actually made me realize like who my real friends were and who were the ones who were not worth it. So I didn't have many friends when I left secondary school, but I was completely contented with it, because I would rather have like a handful of friends that I can count, who are actually trustworthy and they are loyal and they're really like best friends for life. And until now, we're still really good friends. Whereas the other people who were not there for me, who were always criticizing me, I didn't let them get in my way, and I'm still not letting them get in my way as of now. So it was nice. I guess it was a blessing in disguise, because I was bullied, but at the same time it helped me find my good friends and my true friends. Back then when I was younger, right, I wasn't very smart in how I handled haters. I was very negative about it. But right now, I still get people who are not very nice to me. But I mean, I don't completely shut them out. I just learn to respect them. I respect their opinion, and I respect who they are as a person. But I do not, I do not go forth and attack them personally, because I don't think that's very professional and wise of someone my age or older can do. So I actually just take their opinion or their criticism and forget about it, and just be a bigger person than I am the day before. Well, in secondary school, right, there were a lot of stories going on about people cutting themselves when they're depressed, hurting themselves, having suicidal thoughts. But for me, even though I was almost at that level of sadness, of depression, of anger, I decided to think for myself, my friends and my family, that I didn't want to hurt myself, because that would hurt them. So I decided that I should take all the negativity in, and instead of letting it destroy me, I destroy all these negative stuff. So I did a lot of reflection emotionally and mentally, and that actually helped me quite a bit in recovering from being upset from people who aren't very nice to me, from people who bullied me back then. It was a much better choice than to hurt myself, because I wouldn't want to do that, because hurting myself is one thing, but hurting other people is another thing. So it's a domino effect. Well, it wasn't easy in the beginning, to just say, oh, I can overcome it, I can do it, positive thinking. It was never that easy. But throughout the whole process, I actually surrounded myself with my family, my friends. I did things that I loved, like dancing, singing. I went out with people who actually cared for me. It was more of like, I have to treat myself better than to keep destroying my own emotions and my feelings. Yeah. So that was how I actually became stronger as well. At one point in time, I was actually very tired of trying so hard, trying to please the people around me, and it was very tiring. It's really very tiring to do something that doesn't make you happy, but you're trying to make others happy. So I just thought to myself, like, instead of wanting to give up, because it was really very trying and I was tired, so I didn't want to continue, being all happy and stuff in front of everybody, trying to please them. But then I thought about, like, what's the point of living then? Like, if I had to please everyone, around me, or people who are not happy with me, I have to make them happy. I don't think it's worth it, because I would rather make myself happy and the people who care about me happy. Then that would be so much more worth it. That would be living instead of just surviving. So looking back at all these years and all my experiences, it made me realize that if I did not go through all these, bullying, all this negative stuff, I would never be able to appreciate the good now. And life is so much easier because I've learned so much from then. So being able to support myself, being able to encourage myself a little bit more has helped me throughout these many years. And yeah, and it's made me a much more happier person. Okay, well, the 3 tips that I would give to all of you would be: number 1, don't let negative comments get into your head. Don't let your haters climb over you. Don't let your haters climb over you. And the second one would be: surround yourself with happy and positive people who encourage you and support you for the longest time. And the third and final one would be just do what you love and don't let anyone stop you or tell you otherwise. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for listening, for being here with me today. It's more than just me giving you my tips and sharing my story. It's about everyone being in this together. And yeah, so once again, I'm Louisa, and I hope to see you soon.